Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. We are on day 5. Listen, you have done more work in the last 4 days than most people have done in 4 months. Most people get stuck at thinking about starting a business, but look at what you've done. You took your idea, you validated that idea, which is a very important step that many people step over. You have a specific customer. You've named your business and you've made sure that the name is available for you to use. And you chose your structure. What? Go ahead and give yourself a hand. Those are important wins that we don't want to just bruise right over or cruise right over as if you haven't done anything. They are major. All right. So today we are registering your business. And before you say, I don't know what to do, that's exactly why this lesson exists. If you are inside of our Edge Effect AI Learning Hub, your day 5 checklist is attached to this lesson. Oh, and let me tell you something. If you're on YouTube and you're like, well, I don't see the workbook, look down in the link or look down in the descriptions, and there's a link that will take you right over to our free community and you can download the lesson. Each lesson has a downloadable workbook that has checklists that you can make sure you've done everything that you need to do to get your business up and running. Somebody may be saying, well, why do we have to do all this stuff, all this preliminary stuff? I just want to open up a business. Yes, and if you don't open it up correctly, 5, 10, 15 years down the line, you may have some things that are out of order that may cost you money because you didn't take the time to do it correctly at the beginning. So you can move right through these videos. Yes, we did it in 5 days when we first loaded these videos, but you can do them back to back. They're not that long. Okay. All right. So if this is your first time joining, I don't think that I introduced myself. My name is Chantel Ricks, and I am the founder of Edge Effect AI Automation. And I am also the founder of Edge Effect Learning Hub, where all our training materials and all the conversations go down. That community is built so that you can ask questions and you may know the answer to someone's question, and we want you to answer those questions. The only thing that we ask is that you do not put any paid links in your comments or in your responses or in your questions. Why? Because it is a free community for people to come in. If you are one of the teachers within that particular community, you will have the ability to post your paid content. But for the most part, we are asking that if you're going to do that, that you would please create your own group and you can paste all the links that you want to paste. All right. We got an understanding? Okay, let's keep going. So go ahead and download the lesson so that you can follow along. First thing I want you to understand about the business registration process. Every state handles it differently. The forms are different, the fees are different, the processing times are different. So I'm not going to give you a step by step for one specific state, and that would leave everybody confused. But what I will do is I will give you a universal framework so that when you go to your state's website, you know exactly what you're looking for. All right, let's go. Here is the registration. Here's what registration generally requires. First, your business name. You confirm this in day 3. Second, your business structure. Excuse me. Your business structure. You chose this on day 4. If you have not done that, just go back and look at day 4. This is important because this will determine which form you will be filing. All right. Third is a registered agent. If you are forming an LLC or a corporation, most states require you to designate a registered agent. This is a person or a service with a physical address in your state who agrees to receive legal documents on your behalf. You can be your own registered agent if you have a physical address in your state. If you work from home, your home is where your business resides. we suggest that you do not use your home address. It becomes public record. Look into a registered agent service, okay? A quick search will show you affordable options. Fourth, your management structure. If you are forming an LLC, you will typically declare whether it's member managed, meaning you run it, or if it's manager managed, meaning someone else runs the day to day. Most solo businesses choose member managed. Fifth, the filing fee. Every state charges a different amount. You don't have to pay anyone to look this up for you. You can go directly to your state's Secretary of State website. Search out either Secretary of State LLC filing or business registration, and it will take you straight to the site where you need to go. After you file, once your registration is submitted and approved, you will receive a confirmation from the state. If you formed an LLC, you will receive what is called a certificate of formation or articles of organization, depending on your state. Save this document. You will need it to open your business bank account, which we will discuss in day 7. Listen, processing times are going to vary. Online filings are usually faster than paper filings. Some states process in the same day, others take a few weeks. Check your state's website for the current processing time before you plan your launch around a specific date, okay? How to find your state specific process. Open a browser and search out this exact phrase, your state's name plus Secretary of State business registration. All right. So if you live in Oregon, it's Oregon Secretary of State business registration. Okay. That will take you to the official government website for your state. Now, be careful whenever you put this in because generally, the first, not always, but generally, the first one that comes up on your browser is usually a sponsored business. That is a third party that will charge you to actually file for this for your registration. You don't have to do that. Look for the government site. All right, and then click on that one and go in and pay whatever fees that they ask you to pay. So a third party site is going to charge you a filing fee, plus you're going to have to pay whatever the governmental site says. Okay, so go directly to the government website. It is usually free or at a lower cost than a third party. Your checklist has the search terms written out so you don't have to remember it. Just look in the workbook that we provided. Okay, so we're almost done. We're ready for you to understand what day 6 is going to be. All right. You need to download the checklist attached to this lesson. Gather everything on it before you sit down to file. Then go to your state's Secretary of State website and complete your registration. If you have questions about which structure to file under or your specific situation requires additional steps, please talk to a licensed attorney or a CPA in your state. Listen, I am not your attorney. I am not even your CPA. Okay, I'm not even your accountant. What I am is someone who has been through this and wants to make sure you are not walking into it blind. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want the full workbook, you'll want to be a part of our Learning Hub community. Just look in the description. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you know when we've uploaded a new video. And come on and join us over in the Learning Hub. And we will be glad to help you in any way that we can. The link is in the description. If you know someone who could benefit from this community, I want you to invite them to come on in also. Day 6 is going to be one of the shortest lessons in this series, and it's going to be the easiest one, probably. It's also one of the most important, and it will not cost you a single dollar if you do it right. All right, see you there.